So you want to make the big bucks after college? Well, you might want to take your school's president's job. A new report finding several college presidents raking in more than $1 million a year, while their graduates are only earning $30,000 to $80,000 a year on average a decade after leaving school. Now, EMAC saying maybe college executives' pay should be based on the performance of their graduates' pay.
Well, you know, there has to be some kind of performance-based something going on in colleges. We've got $1.2 trillion in student loan debt. It's about the size of Australia. I don't mind pay for performance. We have it in the business world. Yeah. You know, what about degrees and stupid degrees and things like the cultural relevance of soap operas or MTVs? Why don't we, or MTV? Why don't we start there?
There's a lot of nonsense in these universities, Sabrina.
Yeah, I think much better to tie their compensation to the kinds of courses that are being offered. But, I mean, I was a history major at Middlebury College. Should the president be, you know, penalized because I then went into the nonprofit world rather than some of my, you know, friends who were economics majors and went to Wall Street? Their job is to educate me, and my job is to figure out what to do with that degree.
Well, Steve, Sabrina is still young. She's not like you and I who've actually had to put kids through college. And a lot of parents like me shelling out a lot of money, and then they see the degrees that their kids get and wonder if they're going to make any money of those degrees. We're getting worried.
Yeah, and the key thing is, David, on these things, there are really no real metrics, nor should there be. But in terms of subsidizing college, that's why they become so bloated. That's why you need to bring people in who get big bucks to run these massive institutions. Mike,
just look at the president's salaries on some of these. Columbia University, $4.5 million. University of Pennsylvania, $3 million. And the hypocrisy of this, by the way, is incredible, because a lot of these universities have these courses about how terrible capitalism is, how you have to forcibly redistribute all this money, where their presidents are doing quite well.
Well, I'm not going to say that, you know, some of these aren't overpaid, these presidents, but, you know, I also don't want to punish some of these presidents, Dave, because what if people like me, when I went to college, go there? You know, I went there because I like to play sports, drink beer, and chase girls.
But, John, parents who often are the ones who have to pay for these colleges want some kind of payoff.
I went for the same reason as Mike, and I'll just add that you can't...
What schools did you
can't teach success in the classroom. You just cannot do that. Success is a function of hard work, finding something you like. We can't make college professors accountable for what we do out in the real world.
But, Bill, the people who pay the money, I come back to this because I'm one of them, look at these salaries, $4.5 million for a college president, and say, well, for what?
Yeah, college is way too expensive, but no, I do not think that we should be tying the president's salary to the salaries of the graduates. That's like saying Jennifer Lawrence shouldn't make more than $50,000 because the moviegoers don't make more than $50,000.
EMAC, come on, defend us on this. I'm with EMAC. Go ahead, EMAC.
Please tie it to something. These are grossly overpaid individuals gouging middle-class families and having students graduate with silly degrees.
Bingo, Steve. It seems very simple. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Yeah, I do think that people, and students in particular, would be helped if we talked a little bit more about how their degrees are going to be applied in the real world. I think that there was not enough of that when I was in school. Not that you shouldn't, you know, pursue things of interest, but we have to be realistic about what kinds of jobs they can pursue.
I think she's bending a little on this. Steve, last word, quickly.
The activism should be about government subsidies that inflate the tuitions, end up inflating tuitions, and if they want real activism, ask how many hours professors teach in the classroom versus the salaries they keep getting up and up and up.
Good question. Good question. Coming up, low gas prices bringing some joy at the pumps. Well, now our informers tell you where to invest the extra cash to get even more joy.